That's actually some of the best arcs in the manga. So Spy Family's been a highlight for me.
Oh, it's like banging right now.
Yeah, I would agree with Thane. Like Spy Family was fun.
I did really like the time dilation thing. As you saw me watching Interstellar before this recording. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Life is Daijoubu, episode 94. Today we have an anime podcast, and today we're going to be talking about one of the animes of all time, one of the granddaddies of putting kids in robots and making them fight things when they aren't at a mental age where they can process everything that's happening. But it makes good storytelling, so we'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about Gunbuster around the halfway point of the show. Anyway, my name is Cole, and I'm joined by Thane, who's still rocking the same sweatshirt. Once again, all I ever do is talk about your guys' clothing. But we also have Skyle over here, who
I changed the sweatshirt.
he did change it. He's not wearing green today.
This is my casual olive green sweatshirt with the
Your casual
brown
olive
with
green.
the tan inside.
And I guess if you're an audio listener, I'm wearing a gray sweatshirt. Anyway, like I said, we have an anime show for you guys. We've got some news, and of course, we have our little seasonal talk, a little discussion before the final episode of the season, which will be coming out next time. I have on the calendar. I don't remember if it was supposed to be in a week from now or in 2 weeks from now. I think it is 2 weeks from now, though, so we can catch up on shows. But anyway, we do have a little bit of news, not a crazy amount, but a handful, and an interesting talking point, which is ironic because it kind of loops into Gunbuster a little bit. So it'll be a perfect segue, almost as if it was planned. Wink. So anyway, let's dive into the news. I think I've got four anime announcements to bring up. First up, we have Dara-san of Reiwa. Reiwa. R-E-I-W-A. Reiwa?
Rewa.
I'm gonna say manga.
Yeah, it's Rewa era.
Reiwa?
Yeah.
What is it thing?
A manga, I guess.
Yeah, you guys are both right. This one is a manga. Here's a little synopsis. It's a comedy horror. Two siblings wander into a dark world, and a shadow being becomes like their protector, watch over thing. I don't know how much protector is going to play into that because it's a horror anime manga thing. But anyway, I'm not watching that for sure. I don't give a crap about horror, even if it is comedy. So that is not for me.
Okay.
And ironically, we have a second horror one. This one is called Horror Collector.
I'm going to say manga.
It's a manga.
This one's a novel this time.
Oh.
This one is, in a world of internet creepypastas, a boy in a red hood learns which are true.
Interesting.
That's going to be a banger if I ever heard one, right? How many internet creepypastas did you go down the rabbit hole of when you were in high school, Thane?
Quite a few.
There's so many. We would spend weekends just watching creepypastas.
Yeah. I even dabbled into the creepypastas back then, and I wasn't a horror guy. But I remember some nights just watching Sonic.exe and Pokemon Black and Blue, not Black and Blue. Yeah, I think it's when he goes around, he kills them all, and then he comes back and seals the tombstones.
That's black. I think it's Pokemon.
That's just Pokemon Black.
Something black. I can't remember.
This
is before Black and White, though. Black and Blue was like the PETA parody.
Oh, yeah, Black and Blue is the PETA parody. Okay, yeah, so I don't think I'll watch that one. Not even just because it's horror, just because it sounds not good.
Slender Man. It's probably Slender Man's going to be there.
Yeah, Slender Man will probably be there. Next up, we have Demon's Crest.
Sounds familiar. Is that a video game?
I'm going to say manga.
I'll give you a hint.
That is a video game. That is the name of a video game.
It is the name of a video game. It's not the video game. Okay. But I'll give you a hint when I give you the synopsis. The latest VR MMO RPG seals an entire class of 6th graders into a life or death game.
It's a light
Yeah,
novel.
I'm gonna say light novel.
Can you guess who wrote this?
The guy that did Sword Art Online.
Reki Kawahawa.
I did not know that.
Yeah, apparently he wrote another one about people getting stuck in a video game again that can kill them. I didn't know about this until I saw this news.
Isn't he
pop
still
up.
writing like both Sword Art Online and Excel World?
I know he's doing Sword Art Online. I don't even know what Excel World
It's his
is.
first It's first light novel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do know Sword Art Online is still technically continuing. It's interesting. Last one. We have Sorry About My Younger Brothers.
Manga.
Sounds like a comedy manga.
And you guys are right. It's a manga. Here's the synopsis. A girl's mom gets remarried, and now she has 4 stepbrothers.
Oh shit.
Is it gonna be like a bunch of hijinks, or are they gonna fall for each other? Is it a harem?
I'm pretty sure there's going to be the fall for each other thing. At least with one of them, at least. Because like the cover's got the boy and the girl, and they're looking like a classic rom-com couple on the front.
Very nice.
Yeah. That's probably a guaranteed watch from at least one member of this group. Thane.
What?
What? You're the guaranteed watch, aren't you?
I don't know. It depends on if the front cover has the parody where it's like she's on the couch and they're the 4 behind them.
Dude, that's just like free, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can have that when Japan enjoy that cover for you.
Yeah.
All right. That's all the new anime announcements. We got a couple season 2s. The first one is The Weakest Tamer began a journey to pick up trash, season 2. I don't know. I don't remember this one at all.
Yeah.
I guess this next one technically isn't even a season 2. It's World Trigger is getting a reboot thing. They call it
just
reboot project in quotations.
Probably just redoing it again.
I guess so.
First, I like the manga, but the first adaptation was very messy.
Oh, so maybe they are just starting over and doing a better job
Toei's
this
a
time.
better studio because they're like actually caring now. And after watching Daima, it's like, oh, they actually are being mindful of what kind of properties they have. So this could be really good. Like, could turn a lot of people onto World Trigger. I think it's a very interesting manga.
I know nothing about it, but I have seen it around occasionally, and I've been like, I don't even know if I would say like interested in it from the art or just from like the logos and stuff. This looks like it's got a unique style based on like it looks like good user interface based. This is what I see from the logo. So that's interested me a little bit.
Yeah. The manga was from Shonen Jump, and then the author, and it was very, very popular. Then the author got sick, so then he moved to. Then there was a long hiatus, and he moved to Jump Square, and he's still writing it. There's a really long arc.
Oh, it's still
right now.
being published.
So it would still probably be published in Weekly Shonen Jump if he didn't change.
Get sick.
Yeah.
Kind of like Ruri Dragon, I assume.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna save the last one, and we'll talk about the last one after we talk about our seasonal stuff because it's just too good of a segue to not. And you know, I'm all about those nice segues, just like this nice segue. Like Skylar, what have you been watching this season that you want to talk about?
I finished My Hero season 2.
Oh yeah. Did they have like was the final episode or episodes not like the final fight? Like, did they do like an epilogue thing?
Yeah, they had some extra stuff. You saw I think it was 8 years after that battle.
Because that wasn't in the initial manga. Those chapters that's adapting were like in the volumized version.
Oh, okay.
The
I just remember one from the.
Huh?
I just remember one from the volume.
Maybe it was just one, but they're definitely older.
Yeah, that's the final chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those things that like I started watching My Hero because you sat all of us down. in Utah, and we all started watching it together.
But they had known about it. Why don't I
Yeah.
sit you guys? Maybe it's because I thought Zay would like it.
Well, the first time I ever saw My Hero, I think season 2 was airing, and it was just Crunchyroll ads that I was getting because I was watching Crunchyroll for free, and then it would just I remember getting ads for Darling in the Franxx and My Hero while I was currently watching Soul Eater at the time. But yeah, I mean it was fun. It was a fun ride, but it was also like there was some music that they played from previous season. I don't know. It was kind of like a little nostalgia.
Oh, I
Little-
see. I see.
Little teary eyed. Where you're just like, dang.
Like they use like the classic intros.
Yeah, it's like, well,
Those are fun when they
guess,
do that.
Guess we're done.
We're done.
That's it.
Until Shuisa's like, hey, someone make a sequel
Yeah.
with Eri going to high school.
Yeah, it could.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if what's his name? The guy that writes it?
Horikoshi.
Horikoshi. I wouldn't be surprised if Horikoshi tries something and it doesn't really work, and so he just goes and does a My Hero sequel after
The
that.
Kishimoto
Yeah, the Kishimoto
paradox.
Yep.
Yeah.
Honestly though, like I think it's just cool that like they actually get an anime ending.
Yeah.
Like I know when roughly like when we first started getting into anime, or even like when we first started this podcast, we used to talk about how a lot of things would get adaptations, but almost never any of them would ever
Finish.
And I feel like since we started getting into anime more, or like started this podcast a couple years ago, I feel like a lot more things have been getting finished or have been getting wrapped up. But every now and then you still get stuff that looks like it's never going to end. It looks like we're never going to get the full on finish of it. So
Yeah.
it's cool to see some stuff actually get an ending. Well, for me, the one that I want to mention is called My Awkward Senpai. Did I talk about this one before on the show? I might have briefly mentioned it in passing, but I don't think I actually like talked about it, explained like the synopsis. So the gist of it is this this girl, she's working at some company, and she has a bad reputation with pretty much everybody in her company as like the bee who makes everybody get to work and stops having them have fun. Kind of like me. I'm the girl in this, but imagine me as a really cute anime girl, and then like that's what it is. And so I was instantly drawn in. I was like, oh shoot, I feel a kinship with that. And so one day, a new trainee, a new hire starts working for their company, and she gets chosen to become the guy's trainer, more or less. Basically, show him the ropes of the company, and they do that. And like obviously, they do the classic. Slowly, they fall in love with each other. But the reason why I like this, it's not really gimmicky by any means. It doesn't have any fun gimmicks like you typically rom-coms have to have nowadays to try to like hook their readers or watchers even. But the thing that I enjoy about this is that because of the company they work for, it's a company that helps out with like collabs between like cafes and like gotcha games and crap like that. They're able to do a lot of stupid hijinks that you would get in a high school romance. Like you have they dressed up as maids thing for the cafe, or we went on a business trip and there's only one room, that kind of crap. And that's the kind of stuff you would see in a high school romance. You don't really see that in adult romance stuff. And I was much more into this because they were adults.
Right.
And so that helped go a long way. But yeah, you do get a lot of that. And it's definitely a little bit more mature just because of that. But as a result, at the same time, it's not, because it's just stupid hijinks at the same time. Regardless, I enjoy it. It's a fun one. Easy watch for sure. Some like that quality trash, right? It's not like the other one that I've mentioned, my friend's little sister has it in for me. It's not like that one. That's kind of just your classic trash. This one is a little bit more refined trash.
Tasteful trash.
Tasteful trash, yeah. Anyway, that's what last one I wanted to mention, because I pretty much talked about all the shows I've been watching at this point. There were a handful of shows that I said I was going to watch, but I never ended up doing it. Mostly because specifically one of them was like on High Dive, and I'm like, I'm not subscribed to High Dive. I'm not going to do it with just one show. So
Right.
anyway, Thane, do you have any shows you would like to mention?
Whenever High Dive's there, it's like time for the sketchy site.
High Dive is like went downhill so much since
Yeah.
after I canceled my subscription there. Like I think I got like a full year for like $30 or something because they had some like sale. And so I did it. Then I canceled after the year. And after I canceled it, like they haven't been getting any shows, even to the point I'm pretty sure Oshinoko was picked up by Crunchyroll. I don't think it's even going to be on High Dive anymore. Like they
That's
lost some of
nice.
their big hitters.
That's nice.
In a way, it's nice, but yeah, but there's no competition. Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
kind of rough. Anyway, Thane, did you have a show you wanted to mention? Any shows you've been watching this season?
Well, there was a show on High Dive called Dusk Beyond the End of the World.
That was the show.
That was?
That's the one I was gonna watch but didn't watch.
I watched it. I realized, I should have just caught up with what's it called?
The manga?
No.
Webcomic?
Another anime.
Oh, a different show.
The one about the eternal boy.
To your
To your eternity.
To your eternity.
Yeah, it's like I should have caught up with that because this show is
The show is then.
Yeah.
So you think you'd rather have watched To Your Eternity then?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I see what you're saying now.
If I just dropped a few shows and then just watched To Your Eternity.
Because the premise of this show seemed interesting.
Yeah.
And what did you think of the premise after watching an episode, at least?
It's an interesting world. Like it's like one of those like technology ruled the world. So now there's a society as like there's many like tribes where they don't use technology and went back to
Kind of like a regression.
regression. But there's still like androids and stuff.
I see.
Like there's a big company that watches over the world and uses like AI and stuff.
Huh. Like, is it Horizon Zero Dawn regression or like not that
Yeah,
far?
it's
Kinda
I'd
like
say
that?
kind of like that, but not like as far like
Okay.
caveman type. Like people still use some technology.
I see.
They just don't use high end technology like computers and stuff.
Worth watching it all? I know you just said you'd rather watch something else, but do you regret your time watching it?
Not really.
Okay.
It's just that the main character is kind of dumb.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. That happens. Well, that pretty much wraps up the season, everybody. Are you guys ready to review it in a couple weeks? You excited? You looking forward to talking about your favorite ones? I'm sure we all had a great season this time. I say that
average.
knowing full well that you guys did not like this season
Funny,
as much.
Spy Family. Everyone was crapping on it, but it's like that's actually some of the best arcs in the manga. So Spy Family's been a highlight for me.
Oh, it's like banging right
Yeah,
now.
Yeah.
I would agree with Thane. Like Spy Family was fun.
It has like the two arcs they did. Like they did Lloyd's backstory, and they did the bus jacking, and then this arc they're about to do. It's like that's a good arc too, with the Wiseman guy.
Maybe I should watch up to this
Yeah.
point because I've always been curious about Lloyd. That's
Yeah.
like one of the only things I ever like wondered about in the show. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, that brings us to our final little bit of news that I wanted to save for our segue into talking about Gunbuster. And it's that I mentioned prior that Gainax had filed for bankruptcy
Yeah.
Well, they
years
have a-
ago.
years ago.
Well,
I think only maybe
2
a
years
year
ago.
ago.
2
Yeah,
years
a while ago. Well, now they have formally.
that's like years ago. That's like a century in like
It's been a-
internet time.
Yeah, that's true. Well, now they have formally dissolved. They are finally finished. So it's ironic that we watched one of their first ones or one of their biggest.
They had
breakouts.
promise. So that's the thing. They had promise at first, but then everyone kind of just left.
Yeah.
All their creative talent left.
And on that note, Hideki Anno actually mentioned that the rights of each work is being transferred to their rightful owners, mostly like their original creators kind of thing. So that's cool.
cool. They didn't try to just sell them off.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe they sold them to their owners, but
That's true.
Anno might need some money.
So,
Apparently, the Evangelion bus isn't doing enough for him.
I mean, he's got the Godzilla, but he probably got a bunch of money
Oh,
from
yeah,
Godzilla,
yeah, Shin
and
Godzilla.
Ultraman
Yeah. So
and Kamen Rider.
I imagine Anno's not doing bad at all.
yeah. Oh no, he makes a
I'm
bunch
sure
of.
he's fine.
He makes a ton of money from Evangelion merch alone.
He could live off
Yeah.
that for the rest of his life.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
So it started with like Anno, and it's like he co-founded the company with a bunch of people, and they kind of changed anime. And then the guy who they brought on, who's responsible for like Gurren Lagann, painting and stalking, all that, Anno left to make Kara, and then that guy left to make Trigger, and those two studios are kind of Gainax. And when those two guys kind of left, things just kind of fell apart because they were just doing like licensed manga, and like the last anime they did was like a tie-in with Subaru, the car company.
So how did Anno go back to it, or like how did he become the head of it again or something if he left?
Oh, he didn't. No, he didn't.
He didn't go back?
No, he didn't go back.
I wonder why he made a comment then saying that the rights are going to their owners then.
Because it dissolved, and so.
But why would he be able to make the comment if he's not even a part of Gainax anymore?
I don't know. Well,
I assumed from that comment that he was back into Gainax or part of it, or
I don't know.
Stakeholder, or I don't know.
I don't know.
Shareholder, that's what I meant to say. I don't know. I don't know enough about it, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of assuming at this point, but yeah, it is interesting though how Thane picked Gunbuster for us to watch, and then this happened. On top of that, there is actually another podcast that started probably about 2 months ago by some of the big anime YouTubers. It's called Quest for the Best, and every week they talk about a show that I don't know that they really like or whatever. Ironically, last week they picked Gunbuster, so I found that very, very funny and like timing wise, just hilarious. I haven't listened to. I don't really listen to their podcast very much. I did a little bit here and there, but I want to listen to this episode to see what they think about Gunbuster because, spoiler, I liked it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. And so with that, I think we can go ahead and talk about Gunbuster, and we can go full on spoilers for those 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Thane, you picked it, so what would you like to explain about the show to us?
It's a shorter anime. It's about 6 episodes, and it's about a future where man has traveled space, and there's an alien threat out there. They're trying to fight the alien threat, so they train high school kids to pilot mechs, and the main character is a girl named I forget her name, Nanako.
I have no idea.
I can't remember.
I don't remember any of the names.
Yeah.
Oh man, I feel kind of bad about that. I know Smith. I didn't remember that dude.
Coach.
He had a white name. And Coach, I don't even like I counts. It's just a fake name.
Yeah. He has a real name though.
I think it isn't it Nanaki?
Nanako.
Nanako?
Yeah, it's Nanako. She has a Wikipedia article.
I'm gonna look it up.
She's like, at first she has like, people think like, oh, they're treating her special because she has Noriko. Yeah. Noriko, they think they're treating her special because her dad was a high captain who died in space, and then Coach is like, actually you have talent, I believe in you, and through the power of anime
and being the protagonist.
Yeah, and being the protagonist, she becomes the best mech pilot in the universe. And it's the whole show's about them fighting the aliens in space, and like 1,000 years kind of go by throughout until the end of the show. Well, first it's like only like 15 years from episode 1 to 6, and the ending is like 1,000 years. 10,000.
13,000 years, I believe, specifically.
Years.
Yeah, this show's a banger.
Yeah.
Absolutely banger. I got 2 problems with it. A little bit of too much boobage. And the last episode is in black and white, and I hated that. I didn't want the episode being black and white. I don't know why they did that.
You know what's the funny thing about that? It was more expensive to make it monochrome back in the day.
Well, wouldn't they just animate? Oh, no, because they couldn't, because some of the shadows wouldn't work right.
Yeah.
They'd actually have to draw it in black and white. Yeah, I know it's a stylistic choice to do that, but it bothered me, and I really wish they didn't. I wish they just would have done it in color. I know they wanted to, probably because that middle shot where it kind of does that slideshowy aspect of it.
Yeah.
I say just do it black and white and then transition to that or do it in color and then transition to black and white for a little slideshowy thing and then back to color, because I like color.
Also,
I'm
in the
not reading
final
a
episode,
manga.
I noticed that like some of the cells they didn't film properly, and you can see like the bottom, like when they're in the Jupiter bomb at
Well,
the
it's
bottom.
intentional. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure that's intentional. I think everything
yeah,
about that last episode was a stylistic
yeah,
choice for a reason. And I
yeah,
think part of it could just be like they're trying to say these guys are so far
yeah,
beyond time now
yeah,
compared to the rest of the world. So like we're gonna draw them differently to
yeah.
really kind of exemplify that. But I don't know. That's just
Yeah.
me kind of throwing
Also,
things out.
oh yeah, the last episode they turn Jupiter. They take the entirety of Jupiter and turn into a bomb.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah,
Sick as hell. So one thing that I want to mention, and I've not really seen a lot of Anno stuff other than Evangelion. Basically,
Yeah.
I don't know what else he's even done. If I'm being honest with
that's
you,
pretty much he's known for this and Evangelion. That's
Yeah.
really about it. He's also known for Shin Godzilla, but I haven't seen that one. I've seen Godzilla -1, but he was involved in that one.
see.
So
So the interesting thing is that it's the same story.
yeah,
This is just Evangelion, but in 6 episodes
and less depressing.
and a lot less depressing. It's got depression and no doubt about
Yeah.
it, but that's kind of the point of it. And the reason I say it the way I say it is he takes these really like over the top crazy scenarios to just tell a character story. And I find that fascinating as all get out. Using all of these crazy science fiction stuff and not even really caring about the science fiction just because you want a vehicle to tell your character driven story is so interesting to me, because you're going to have so many people that are going to dial in so deep into the science fiction aspects of this. And maybe that's why he went from Gunbuster to Evangelion, where science did matter a little bit in
Yeah.
Gunbuster, but in Evangelion, it doesn't freaking matter at
Yeah.
all. All they want to do is tell the character story. They don't want to tell the science story. So maybe that's why he like
Yeah.
diverted away
If you
from
do try to break down the science, it doesn't really make any sense. He's just like kind of
it in Evangelion. Yeah.
yeah. Well, in Gunbuster too, well, that doesn't make sense. But like how it's presented, like to be enjoyable, how it's enjoyable is like just the scale of everything.
Like the robots and the
Yeah.
spaceships and
Yeah,
stuff.
and that Jupiter bomb, like they made it huge.
Yeah. They
So it's like
condensed it.
I really like the scale, how they portray scale. Like
They do a good job
the
of
whole
that.
the whole like Earth is like out there, like, and there's a ton of ships like fighting this alien menace.
Well, they
'cause, like,
mention it like
yeah.
right away, right? When they get into space,
Yeah.
they're like, your scale's all effed up, and they get
Yeah.
closer and they realize how big it is. And
Yeah.
so they made it a point to make sure you knew what scale was in the
Yeah.
show. So there's basically like 2 aspects you talk about this story with. Like I said, you have the sciencey aspect of it that's kind of fun, the science fiction, the robots and mechs and stuff. But I really don't think that that's the goal. I think
Yeah.
it was just like, we want to tell a character-driven story. So here's your cast. Here's the scenarios they have to go through. And because of these unique science fiction things that they've had to go through, they have a unique
Yeah.
story to tell and how humans would react to that. And that's kind of what I like to focus in on anyway. That's what drew me in so heavily, was how much the characters were affected by the science fiction aspects of it. Not even just like the time dilation stuff, but I'm talking like even just like going to space, fighting in wars against aliens, finding out your dad's dead, and like
Yeah.
the cool aspect of it being literally happened an hour ago for that ship's time, but for you it's been 10 years or whatever. Like, it's all cool, but it's really cool to see what they do to the characters.
Yeah.
I really like the just Noriko's character arc with all of her classmates from the beginning, where she's just a piece of crap. Everybody hates her. They treat her like garbage, and then she earns everyone's respect.
It's classic.
Yeah, it's a very classic storytelling.
It's a proven storytelling method, and
Yeah.
it works every time.
Yeah, I really like it. But I mean, it's just fun seeing her character evolve. I really like the music. I am still just, I love the old
Yeah.
90s aesthetic. Was this 90s or
80s,
80s.
87, I think.
Out of all like the old shows that we've picked, this was the easiest by far for me to get into and watch.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was about it, but like I didn't even like care about the aesthetic. I was just so engrossed into the story.
Yeah, that's a good time.
Mm.
I find it interesting because I haven't seen very many mech shows, to be honest, outside of Attack on Titan. But they're like piloting these mechs, and they're like doing exercises and working out with the mechs as if it's. But I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense because it's in a way just training them to use the mech. Because I think that was like Noriko's biggest thing is she couldn't even freaking walk, couldn't even stand. She was so goofy with it.
Yeah.
Well, you even have for class where they took off the freaking the balancers.
Yeah.
They took those off.
Auto
They
balancers.
figured out, and they all started falling down and stuff.
Yeah, well, they at one point, I think it was episode 1 or 2, but she couldn't do it. So then the PE teacher or whatever is like, okay, they just run the mile. She gets out and
Yeah.
running next to all these mechs. Maybe it was like 14 miles. I don't know. It was something absurd.
It was absurd. Yeah, I can't just say how much I like it over and over again. I want to point out like specific things. I did really like the time dilation thing. As you saw me watching Interstellar before this recording, I got too excited about it. I've like looked into more of it, and I was like, how come this doesn't happen in Star Wars and stuff like that? Well, it's because Star Wars just said, we're not going to do it. That's basically what it comes down to. But I'm like, is that how it works in real life? Kind of works like that in real life, yeah. If you do stuff like this, your time is relative and all that stuff, and so it's really fascinating. And this is like the first time I really like. I knew it happened, but this was the first time I think I've ever been like so engrossed into it. On top of that, I'm also listening to an audiobook that also deals with time dilation in space. So I was just like, what a fascinating concept. And it doesn't like really deal with it. It just mentions it, and it's not really kind of a non-issue. But then this one is like, it's a big plot point to the characters and how it affects them. But anyway, honestly, as cool as all that stuff is, the thing that sold me on this story 100% was when Smith died. Like, it's episode 3. When episode 3 rolls around and she's in her mech, Smith's just dying. She says, oh, yeah, I'll cover you. I'll get your back. She can't even see him when she's out there fighting. You get to see her POV, and she doesn't have very many monitors. She can't even see what's going on. All she knows is that her partner's dead. He's dying. Yeah. And, like, man, I don't know how they sold it so well, but it hit. I was just like, oh, I'm only 3 episodes into this 6-episode series. How is this working so well for me? The writing, I think, was just really well done. They really sold me on the characters.
Yeah. Actually, like the part in episode 2 where it's like, we gotta go find the ship where her dad is. And it's like, oh, don't tell her that it's her dad. And it's like, and then she sees it. It's like, wait, that is my dad. It's like, no, Noriko, get back here. And then she finds the hatch and she opens it, and it's like, Dad, you're here. And it's just destroyed,
blown up,
empty. And it's like, oh, that's a downer.
It's cool to storytelling because they use that science fiction thing to tell the story in that way. Yeah. You get like so many different aspects of it. You have the aspect of, based on the ship existence, that event happened like an hour ago, like not even that long ago, even though it's been years for them. And then on top of that, because they were a couple seconds late getting back to the other ship, they missed like 9 months of real time, basically.
It's like 6
months of real time. And like, you don't really like notice it because nothing really changes. There's no like physical changes of any character, really. And they kind of just play it off as like, yeah, that was 6 months that we missed. It's kind of freaking nutty. The thing that tripped me up on that part was when they're like, the Russian girl's just like, oh, get over it. Like, it's been 6 months. And then the other girl's just like, it happened for us like 5 minutes ago. Like, it was 6 months. You guys heard about it ago, but it was 5 minutes ago for us. It's crazy that they were able to hear about it 6 months ago. And that just probably just because communication, they just decided to make it work always.
Yeah.
I think you see that a lot in sci-fi. They just decide that communication is going to be the one thing that they're able to do without worrying about any time dilation BS nonsense. But I don't know.
Yeah, that sort of stuff, like the time dilation stuff, I think is really cool. Goes over my brain.
Yeah?
Goes right over it. Like when I watch Interstellar for the first time.
Oh, that's after I watched the show. I was like, I got to learn about it. So I studied
one of
it.
The best pieces of fiction to do time dilation, because like kind of one that popularized is the Forever War. And that's because it's like an anti-war thing where they're like fighting aliens in a pointless war. And it's like, all right, when you go out to space, it's going to be like decades when you come back. And it's a really interesting book if you haven't read it. I read it and it was like, wow, this is like really does like show you how things change when the veterans get back onto Earth. Everyone's gay. Because everyone's a robot.
Is this an old book?
Yeah, this is like a 70s book.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it is fascinating. I don't know like it to a T because I don't understand it to a T, but I got the gist of it. I got like the explain it like I'm 5, and like the gist of it is like you perceive speeds differently. Like we measure speed to specific things. You're driving in a car, you're 80 miles an hour. It's 80 miles an hour to the ground.
Right.
And so you're not 80 miles an hour to the car to the left of you. You're tied. You're 0 miles per hour to the car next to you. And so in a weird way, time is moving faster for you in the car than it is on the ground. But it's like minuscule. That's why we don't notice it in life. But if you go far away and like go to places where you're moving faster or something like that, or you're in a way where Earth is moving faster and you're moving slower. Like I said, I don't know exactly it, but it's basically because of speed and all that stuff. And as a result, you perceive time differently. And all of a sudden, you got a grandma back on Earth and you're 5 years old in space. Like you have the two twins. One twin goes out to space, the other one stays on Earth. They come back 5 years later. Has passed for the Earth for this person, 5 minutes for this person, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's really fascinating. It is hard to understand, no doubt about it. I just wanted to get the bare minimum so I could understand the gist of why it happens. But it's crazy that it's like a real life thing. Like it's kind of still a theory, but kind of like also kind of proven.
Is it measurable?
Yeah, I think it's measurable because it's based on speeds and stuff, right? If you're comparing your speed to specific things, then that's how you measure it. Like in all the different things that I've seen them talk about time dilation, they were able to measure it exactly to whatever it is. Like say, oh, it's been this many years on Earth. Like we literally saw on Gunbuster, they're like 7 years has passed on Earth, and it's like, oh, now 10 years has passed.
Yeah.
So it's measurable. I don't know how it works, but definitely measurable. I'm surprised how much story they put into 6 episodes. Honestly, I don't even think they needed a last episode. They could have ended on episode 5 and that would have been the end of the series, and like I would have been satisfied. Episode 5 was a solid ending for the show. They didn't need episode 6, but it was still satisfying to see episode 6 regardless.
Right.
Once again, I just wish it was in color. I don't know why they chose to do black and white stylistically. I wish they didn't, but it is the way it is.
We wouldn't have got the beautiful ending where it's like, is the Earth abandoned? Is it all gone? And then
lights up.
And then it lights up, says "Welcome home" with the kanji backwards. Like they had to literally study what the kanjis were, and because it's like they don't use that language anymore.
Oh,
like,
that's why it was messed up looking. I get it. Okay, yeah, because they've moved past the Japanese language and said, okay, we don't need that.
It goes more in the sequel. Like the sequel actually shows the Earth 10,000 years.
Oh, the sequel does. Yeah. Okay, so the sequel is a continuation from that moment then.
Yeah. Like it's from 10,000 years from when Noriko set off the Jupiter bomb.
Yeah, but it's like when Noriko and the other girl gets back.
No.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah, no.
So it's not even about Noriko?
No, it's 2 different characters.
Oh, well, I kind of wish it was about Noriko because that's the character. Well, her arc's done, so that makes sense. Never mind. I might watch this second Gunbuster thing for fun. I'd be interested in watching it anyway. Just because I got excited about this whole this science fiction-y aspect that I've never really seen much until recently.
Had you seen this prior thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I had to watch on illegal sites because Crunchyroll not only was it not even dubbed at the time, like it wasn't even legally streaming anywhere. You had to look either for YouTube rips, and if the YouTube rips were removed, you had to go like on other websites to find it.
Real talk, the dub wasn't bad at all.
Yeah,
it was pretty dang solid. I thought.
I think it was dubbed in like 2021.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a recent.
Yeah.
Whoever played Noriko, she killed it for me.
Yeah, I agree. It was surprisingly just good all around.
Yeah.
Very impressed with everything.
One thing I have to say, the Russian girl, her name is Jung Freud, and I'm like, she's Russian, and there's two. There's it's a Polish name and a German name. They didn't even look up like Carl Jung and Sigmund Freud. That's her namesake, and it's like, couldn't they just looked up a Russian name?
They want it to be sciencey though.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Actually, I think I've looked up all the characters are like named after like some kind of science.
Oh, really?
Thing,
That would make
or
sense.
like some kind of like famous person.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it makes sense that they would want to do that, just because it's fun theming. It's like when you're naming your Pokemon team and you name them all after like a font,
yeah.
because you're like, I like fonts. We're gonna name all 6 of them after different fonts. Now I'm gonna name them after scientists next.
Yeah.
Name your anime characters that. Anyway, I'm impressed with the show. It's like in my top 5 of shows that we've watched on this series, this podcast. It easily breached that top 5 pretty easily. I don't know why it all of a sudden hit me as way as it did, but I was impressed with it. What are you guys' thoughts? Your final thoughts, anyway.
It's the one of the goats, the classic. I wish I had more, but of course they planned it 6 episodes, and I don't think any more would probably just ruin it. Even if it was Anno himself who decided to do more, like probably tell by Rebuild of Evangelion, not bad, but like
Not necessary.
yeah, not necessary.
Yeah.
I think I need to watch more mecha shows.
Yeah,
Is what this.
I think you should watch
teaching me.
Evangelion.
Yeah, that's one I should watch.
Yeah,
It's like another anime staple.
yeah,
Well, it's not. I don't know. The mecha stuff wasn't really like important, like I was saying. I think it was just the character stuff that really mattered.
yeah.
Like mecha stuff's cool. Every time I've ever liked a mecha, it's not because the mechs are the important part. Like the Gundam that I really liked, the Witch from Mercury,
Yeah.
it was not really about the robots. That had a big thing in it. Don't get me wrong. There was a huge plot point because of the robot, but it really wasn't because it was a robot. It was just more of like a character at that point. It wasn't like, oh, we know this is a robot. This is the character of the robot in a way.
Though Evangelion, it is about the robot.
Yeah, very similar to
yeah.
exactly what I was just saying.
Yeah.
The robots kind of are a character
Yeah.
in their own sense, in a really roundabout
I think
sense.
like Gundam, the robots are just used as like an anti-war message. Like, we build these giant destructive machines.
Yeah,
and
you saw Witch from Mercury though,
Yes.
so you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about the way I'm saying it.
Yeah.
Okay. Good shows.
Yeah.
Good shows. I don't like I said, I don't think you need to watch a bunch of mechs because they're kind of just either to get the A, it's not really a mech show, you're just watching a good drama, or B, it's just explosions upon explosions and that's all you're watching the show for. You just turn off your brain and play Call of Duty, basically.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Get down.
Which I don't dislike.
I really haven't just seen any. Like I've seen this one. We watched Gurren Lagann, Guilty Crown, if you want to count that.
Darling in the Franxx, you've seen that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I have seen Darling in the Franxx.
See, that's a character show. That's not really about the mechs either.
Yeah.
It's about
The relationship between a man and a woman.
yeah.
But maybe there's some good ones out there that have both drama and mech battling.
You know what's
No,
sad?
I think they do.
You know
I
what's
think
actually sad? I saw Darling in the Franxx subreddit. I think this is before the final episode. It's like, I feel like this is it's like a post of like the welcome home screens. Like, I feel like this is how Darling in the Franxx is gonna end at the last episode. It's like, nope.
Oof. That one that I was talking about, Witch from Mercury, it's got good both sides.
Yeah.
It's very much a political drama, and that's super fascinating to me. But then the mech fights are still pretty solid if you just want to turn your brain off and watch some mech fights. I would highly recommend that one to you personally, because I think you would just yourself would like the story of it.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Gay
not a lot
girls
to
in it.
grasp behind it, like science fiction-y wise either.
What'd you say?
Yeah, what'd
Gay
you say?
girls in it.
Yeah, gay girls in it.
I like it.
Yeah, that's why maybe part of why I said
Yeah.
Sky would really like it. But yeah, like I said, at the very beginning I did mention I really don't think the huge focus is because these are mechs and stuff. I think it's just For some reason, the vehicle that Ano likes to use to tell his stories about characters is mechs. And he can use them in fascinating, interesting ways because of the storytelling device as well. And one of my favorite things in storytelling is using the world that you've created to help tell your story. And this does it very, very well. And that's probably why I liked it as much as I did. So yeah, top 5 for me. It's really up there. I really enjoyed it. And I think that pretty much wraps it up for us, guys.
Even though you said there's too much boobage, that was probably the most realistic thing of the show.
Oh, well, the last episode where she's like, she didn't need to do that. Come on. You could have written that differently.
Yeah.
You get out of here. You just
She was
wanted
really getting into it.
No, that was them just wanting to make more fan service. Don't you dare try to convince me otherwise, because that's what it was.
That was like the
served.
shape of the Russian girl's boobs, how they kind of like go, like kind of curve a bit, like realistic boobs. Yeah.
Anime.
Yeah.
That pretty much wraps it up. Once again, we will not be picking a show this week because next time we'll be doing our fall 2025 season review. After that, we'll be doing the 2025 year review, and then immediately after that, I say immediately, but it'll be like week by week. After that, we'll be doing the 2026 winter preview. And then it'll be back to our normally scheduled book club, anime club sessions. And with that, thank you guys for watching. Have a great life.
Bye.
Bye.